Some stars shine in front of the camera, while others shine when no one is watching, and Agnetha Fältskog is one of those rare people who carried a quiet light within her. You have seen her on stage and heard her voice in ABBA's famous songs, but the moments that truly explain who she was often happened far away from crowds and cameras. There are photos that were never meant to be shared widely, photos that capture silence, comfort, and truth. These are not concert pictures or magazine poses, but private moments that show her real self. When you look at them, it feels like stepping into a softer world where fame does not matter. Before the world knew her name, Agnetha was a young girl from Sweden who loved music deeply, and some of the earliest photos show her sitting at a piano in a small room with no fancy clothes and no audience. She looks focused, calm, and fully lost in the sound of the keys. In one image, she smiles gently, not because a camera asked her to, but because she felt joy in that moment, and that natural smile feels more powerful than any stage pose. As fame arrived quickly, her private life stayed guarded, and there are photos where she is at home wearing simple clothes with her hair loose and her face free from heavy makeup. In one picture, she sits near a window looking outside, appearing thoughtful and peaceful, almost as if she forgot someone was taking a photo. Another shows her laughing openly, the kind of laughter that comes only when a person feels safe and relaxed. These moments reveal a calm side of her that many fans never saw. Although she appeared confident on stage, life behind the scenes was not always easy, and some private photos show her quiet and serious, not unhappy but deep in thought. In one image, she holds a cup of tea while sitting alone in a peaceful room, yet her eyes suggest she is thinking about something personal. These photos remind us that even famous people experience silent struggles and heavy thoughts, and they also show her strength in choosing privacy instead of constant attention. Some of the most touching images include Agnetha with her children, where fame disappears completely and only love remains. In one photo, she helps her child with a small task, giving full attention without distraction, and in another, she walks outside with her family dressed simply, blending into everyday life like any other person. These images feel warm and honest and clearly show what mattered most to her. There are also rare behind-the-scenes photos taken during breaks from work that show Agnetha sitting quietly, resting her voice, or staring at the floor while thinking deeply. These moments reveal that she was not always performing or smiling, but sometimes simply being human. One image even shows her writing something down, perhaps lyrics or personal thoughts that were never meant to be shared, which adds a sense of mystery and makes the photo even more meaningful. As time passed, she slowly stepped away from the spotlight and chose a quieter life, and later photos show her enjoying nature, walking alone, or standing near the sea with no noise and no crowd around her. In one image, she looks peaceful in simple clothing while the wind moves her hair, and it feels like she finally found a place where she could breathe freely. These photos are not about fame or success, but about peace and personal choice. What makes these private photos so powerful is not something shocking that they show, but what they choose not to show. There is no acting, no performance, and no need to impress anyone. They remind us that behind every famous face is a real person with quiet moments, deep thoughts, and personal boundaries. Agnetha Fältskog was more than a star. She was someone who protected her inner world carefully, and that may be the reason these rare photos feel so unforgettable. If these moments made you see her differently, remember that the quiet stories often speak the loudest and stay with us the longest.